Hello everyone and welcome to the Black Geek Cool podcast where we talk about comic book and sometimes anime news on the small and big screen from the past week. I'm your host Gershon and this is episode 15. And with the intro out the way, let's get down to it. Let's dive in. I forgot my own intro. I'm going to get it or I'll mess up. Also, while we're talking right now, go ahead and subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Anchor, or star if you're on Spotify or one of those podcast apps so you can get notifications or emails when this podcast comes out. It normally comes out every Tuesday, but as you can see, I might get this out on Tuesday, but sometimes I'm a little late. So do all those things so you get notified when the podcast comes out. All right, with that out the way, let's dive into this week's podcast. First up, for the small screen news, we got a first look at Batman Hush animated movie that's supposed to be coming out, and it looks really cool. Apparently, Batman's whole I forget the word. All his villains. I know there's a word they use that sounds so much cooler, but I forgot. All his villains are supposedly in this movie, which is really cool. I mean, we've seen that before where most of Batman's villains are in an animated movie of his. But they're doing it again, and now they're doing the Hush storyline. A Hush comic book adaptation of it. I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't read it, but I heard it was really good. And I know Hush is a character, really strong character. I'm very interested in this. This looks cool. I still have to watch the Batman animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie when that comes out. Oh, DC Universe, you're really making me want to buy your app. Just like I know they're all on there. Like Batman Ninja's on there, and I heard that was really good. Yeah. But let me know, are you excited for this Batman Hush animated movie? Have you seen the trailers? What do you think? Hit me up at blackgeekcoolpodcast@gmail.com or hit me up on blackgeekcool on Twitter. Or if you're using the YouTube, put down a comment. Let me know what you think about this. In other small news, we got our first, I don't know if it's the first look, but another look at the Joker. The Joker in Gotham. I don't watch it but I seen the picture of him. He looks weird, creepy, more in line with the Joker, but really like old man creepy. He's bald. It's weird. It looks very weird. I don't know. I know there's like 2 episodes left of Gotham. Also, they showed like Batman is supposed to be coming in Gotham. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm gonna turn it on silent. Batman is also coming on Gotham. You've seen like a silhouette from behind. He looks like the silhouette looks like John Nolan's Batman kinda. Yeah. But they also showed his utility belt. I know they had a clip of young Bruce Wayne with all these gadgets on the table, kind of his utility belt kind of thing going on. I don't know. I don't think I missed anything on this Gotham trip because I tried to watch the first 4 episodes. I just couldn't get into it. But they're coming to an end. They're on the last 2 episodes, and they're showing Joker. I know they got Bane in there. I know they did Freeze at one point too. But hit me up. Let me know if you watched the show, if you love the show. Are you excited to see Joker? If you did see Joker, what's your opinions on it? Is it good or bad? Let me know what you think. In other small news, we got our first trailer for Pennyworth, the prequel show with I'm forgetting his name. I can't forget. Alfred. There we go. I forgot his first name for some reason. Alfred's solo show. I didn't watch the trailer, so hold on. Let me watch the trailer right quick. Hold on. All right, I watched it, and it's a teaser trailer for one, so it's not a full trailer. Very British looking. I don't know if that's even a word. I don't know if it's going to be the show for me. And why is it on Epic? Why is it not on a DC Universe app? That's a little weird. I would think they would put it on their app because that's where most of their stuff is. But yeah, it's I don't think it's going to be for me. Maybe I should wait till a full trailer come out but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not probably gonna watch it. But hit me in the comments, let me know, or hit me up at BlackieCool podcast at Gmail, excuse me, or at BlackieCool on Twitter. Let me know if you're interested in this Pennyworth TV show. I am kind of interested to see who is interested in watching a prequel of Alfred. I mean, I know he's supposed to be kind of I think he was like a soldier in his younger days. That could be interesting, but I just don't find the trailer interesting. So maybe it's just the way they presented it. I don't know. Maybe it's that way. But in other news, we also got our first look at Stargirl for the DCUverse app. And let's just say this right now. DCUverse, they coming out swinging. They got a lot of shows coming for this app. They're really trying to put their app up there before Disney Plus comes out. And they better do it fast, because Disney Plus should be here in the next 4 or 5 months. Maybe even 6. I don't know. But first look at Stargirl. She looked cool. From what I know about Stargirl, which I really know nothing about Stargirl, I do remember her from Justice League Unlimited animated series, and she looks like the character from that, but in live action. So that's already a plus there. So I'm kind of interested. I think I need to do a little more research to learn her powers, abilities, how she became who she is, all that jazz. But I'm interested. It looks cool. It looks interesting. Let me know what you think about it. And other news, DC, we're going to have a couple DC things right here. DC also announced the premiere date for Swamp Thing. It's supposed to come out May 31st. I think they're still shooting potential, or I can't even say that word. They're still doing a little more work on the show, but they say they should be done by May 31st for the premiere. So look out for that. I don't know who's starring in it. I probably should look that up. You guys should check that out if you want to. I'm waiting for a trailer. Show me a trailer about the show, and then I get excited. And other news on the small screen, Doom Patrol are going to add another character. He's kind of an anti-hero. His name, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. I believe it's Flex Mentolo. I probably pronounced that wrong. Apparently, he has the ability to manipulate reality by flexing his muscles. I've never heard of this superhero. I've never heard of him. I'm not going to lie. So, I don't know his history or anything like that. But he's supposed to be coming to the Doom Patrol either this season, because I know they're not finished with the season, or next season. They weren't really clear when he's going to show up, but they're saying he's going to show up. And while we're talking about it, I did watch the first episode of Doom Patrol. Not bad. Very interesting. I think I'm going to continue watching it. I might even do a little review on it if I get time. But if I don't get time, just know I thought it was pretty good. Hit me in the comments. Hit me on Twitter. Hit me on email. Let me know if you thought. If you're watching Doom Patrol and if you like it so far. I'm only on episode 1, so don't spoil anything. Unless you want to spoil it, then go ahead, because that's the kind of world we live in now. Anyway, back to the news. The Dragon Prince has been renewed for a 3rd season. So the Dragon Prince is an animated show on Netflix, if you did not know. I think it was either created or partially written by the creators of Avatar. I can't remember for sure, but I heard it's really good. I haven't checked it out myself, but I heard it's really good. It's a really good show. It's just so much stuff to watch. But I'm going to try to set some time to watch a show and see how good it is and if it's worth watching, at least for me. Let me know what you think of the show. Are you into the show? Are you still watching it? Let me know. And a little bit of Marvel news. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6 is going to premiere May 10th. So, I don't watch that show. We know I don't watch that show. For the people that do watch that show, let me know. What do you think? Are you excited? that Shield is coming back. Apparently, they got renewed for 6 and season 7. So either way it go, there's gonna be a 7th season of Agents of Shield. I did not think this show would last this long. I am mind boggled that it has. Honestly, 100% with you. But let me know if you. Apparently, Agent Coulson might not be in the show so much because I guess something happened to him in season 5 at the end of season 5. But you see him in the trailers for season 6. So let me know. Hit me in the comments. Hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Gmail. Let me know what's going on with Agent Coulson. If you watch the show, if you are a frequent watcher of the show, let me know. In other news, the Umbrella Academy, which is on Netflix, which I'm on like episode 4. I'm gonna finish that because it's such a good show. It's been renewed for a 2nd season, so that's good. That makes me feel better about finishing this first season, knowing that it's renewed for a 2nd season. But it's such a good show. It's really good. I just haven't had time to get back to it, but I am. In other news, the Mandlorian is already renewed for a 2nd season. This is before the first season even came out. So either they've done some amazing things with this show that they're just waiting for people to see. And I mean, being that most of Star Wars stuff, it's always been Luke, Leia, Skywalker's front and center. This is one of the few live action Star Wars shows or Star Wars anything that don't center around those characters. So I don't know if they're betting on people just wanting more of the Star Wars universe, which we do, but either they've shot some really good stuff or they're really pleased with Jon Favreau's take on this universe, take on these characters, that they're like, yeah, we're going to do this regardless how good this first season do. We're going to continue this story because it's already been renewed for a 2nd season. Being as Disney, they can afford to do that because they got all the money in the world. Because they're super, super rich. But in other news, if you watch Marvel's Rising animated show, I believe that's what it's called, they just did a special on Riri, aka Ironheart, which I gotta watch because representation, that's cool. To see her on see her animated from comic book to animation is really cool to see. But they're also going to do 3 other specials. The first one is Shuri from Black Panther, so I got to see that. That's got to support Shuri. They're doing Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Gwen. That's really cool. And they're doing American Shava. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Chavez? I think it's Chavez. American Chavez. I don't know that character very well. Not going to lie to you. And I believe this show is on... Is Disney XD still a thing? I believe the show is on Disney XD. I'm sorry, Disney XD. So if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely go check it out. I think I know I'm going to check out the Siri. I'm going to check out the Riri one, and I'm going to check out the Spider-Gwen one, and I'm going to check out American Shavi. I'm pronouncing that so wrong, probably. I'm terrible at this. Anyway, yeah. Also in other small screen news, I watched the season. I can't talk now. I watched Strangers. Give me a second. Let me take a breath. I watched Stranger Things 3 trailer, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the 2nd season as much as the first season. 2nd season felt like it dragged on a little bit, wasn't as good. But now they're all kind of teenagers now. They're not kids anymore. So it's a big thing. It feels like it doesn't feel like the 80s, but I guess they're kind of getting into the 90s now because it feels like a mix between 80s and 90s from some of the shots you've seen. I just realized I don't know any of the kids' names, character names in this. I totally blanked on all their names. Dustin, I think that's one of the kids' names. Anyway, it played like a coming of age story in the first half of the trailer, where they're just like, oh, we got to grow up, and this is what it means to be a teenager now, where you have new things to learn and blah blah this, and how friends kind of grow apart as they grow old. But then it kind of switched back into that Stranger Things narrative that we all kind of fell in love with, and start introducing some new characters. I can see a lot of new faces because everybody wanted to be in this since it got so popular and blew up so big. You got some guy that seems like a hitman running through because he's got a silencer on his gun, and then you see some of the creatures. Then you see Eleven doing her thing. Her power. They're still showcasing her powers and seeing her with a lot of different kids, just hanging out with the kids more. So I don't remember, did the evil scientist place or the evil corporation place, did they just disappear? Why is she so like able to run free now? I can't remember. I barely remember how season 2 ended. Yeah. But I know there was like a big spider monster in there somewhere too. So I'm wondering if that's going to come up. And then you see some kind of weird creature at the end that looks really cool, but very CGI. You think their budget would have got bigger so they could make it look better. But it looked kind of cool. And they had the lightning and the clouds. And at first I thought they weren't going to play the Stranger Things music. And then they did it at the end, and it makes you feel like, oh, okay, we're back in this world. I like it now. So I'm up and down on this. This looks like it might be a better season. But I hope it doesn't turn out like season 2, where it felt like it was a lot of missed opportunity within there. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to check it out. Definitely going to check it out because I like the first season, second season, but definitely going to check it out. But yeah, let me know, how did you feel about the trailer? Did you watch the trailer? Are you excited? Do you watch the show? Are you interested in the show? Let me know what you think. So that is it for the small screen news. As always, guys, hit me up. Let me know if I missed something that you wanted me to talk about, or you want to get my opinion on something that I didn't bring up that you thought was really interesting about, or you would like just share some stuff you found, other stuff you found. I'm only one person. I missed stuff. And the first bit of news is Avengers Endgame is going to be 3 hours long. So let's move over. Are you ready for that? This is, I'm not going to lie, I see somebody post, because I'm not going to steal it because it wasn't my joke. Somebody said, look, this is what black churches prepared me for, being able to sit still for very long times. And then you know what? I'm right with them. I'm ready to do this. I don't know how my wife's going to do it, because she can't sit still for like an hour and a half and not have to go to the bathroom. But I'm ready. I'm going to tell her, take bathroom breaks. That's why she's going to sit on the edge. But yeah, 3 hours long. This is going to be a crazy movie. 3 hours. 3 hours? Wow, man. I'm very excited. Very excited. Are you ready for a 3 hour Avengers movie? Can you sit there for 3 hours? I'm good. I'm gonna sit there for 3 hours. I got this. In other news, apparently, well, not apparently, but it's proven, Shazam's early viewing outgrossed Aquaman's early viewing. Shazam made 3.3 million, and Aquaman made 2.9 million. I think there should be a little bit of an asterisk, because Shazam was on more theaters in its early preview at more times than Aquaman was. So I think it might have edged out because it had more theaters for it to get played on. Nevertheless, I can't speak. Nevertheless, Aquaman did perform good, but Shazam beat it. So that's a good headline for them going into Shazam this weekend. And if you didn't know, Shazam comes out this weekend. If you're interested, I have a non-spoiler review of it up on my YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, there's probably a little thing up there. If you're not on YouTube, go ahead and Google Black Geek Cool on YouTube, and you can check out that review. It's not spoilers, so you can check it out if you want and not get spoiled in the movie and still kind of have an idea of what the movie might be. Do it if you want to. But yeah, Shazam outplayed Aquaman in the early viewing. I don't think that's going to happen in overall box office, though, because I don't think Shazam Shazam is a good movie, but I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion. Well, then again, I didn't think Aquaman would make $1 billion, and here we are. But where Shazam is placed, and what's coming after Shazam is Endgame. Shazam only has like two and a half weeks to make its money before Endgame comes out, and Endgame is gonna be a beast. It's already projected. I don't know if I have that in my notes, but I think Endgame is projected to be hitting an $800 million opening weekend worldwide. That is ridiculous. I say it's probably going to be the biggest opening of any movie ever. Alright guys, so I've been joined by my daughter. She woke up from her nap, so you might hear her drinking her juice and eating her snack. But like I was saying, Endgame projected to be making $800 million its opening weekend worldwide. I think it's going to be released in China 2 days earlier than anywhere else. I think I saw that somewhere. So that's beyond impressive. It's probably going to be the biggest opening for any movie. Let me know if... I don't even know how I'm going to ask this. I know you guys are going to see Endgame. At least if you're listening to this podcast, you like comic book movies, and you've watched many comic book movies, and you clearly seen Infinity War, and you're anticipating what the conclusion to that is going to be. So you're going to see Endgame. Let me know if you already got your tickets. I think tickets... I'm recording this on April 2nd, so I think tickets have gone on sale today. Let me know if you got your tickets. Hit me up. And other big screen news, as we're talking about Endgame, have you seen the Endgame posters? So they have released a lot of Endgame posters for one. They got the ones where they have the whole poster with all the characters on it. It's like the movie poster kind of. And it has like kind of the people that have died in silhouette at the bottom. They have a poster that they released in Japan with like 5, I think it's Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Ant-Man, and somebody else. I think it's Bruce Banner. They got that poster. They also have the posters with their individual face. So like the Avengers that are alive... Okay, here's your juice. Sorry, she was choking. Well, she wasn't choking. She was just coughing a little bit. The poster with the Avengers that are alive, they have they're in color. So you have Iron Man, Thor, Bruce Banner, Black Widow, just to name a few. And then they also have other people's with their faces. Hold on. Alright, like I was saying, the characters that died were in gray. And they did show you some characters that we didn't know the fates about. So, you saw Shuri. You've seen her in the trailer as missing. But they confirmed that she did get killed through the snap. She was in gray. You also saw Valkyrie, who was in color, so to let you know that she's still alive. But you also saw Happy and I forgot her name. Tony Stark's wife. I'm blanking on her name. I'm blanking on her name. What is her name? I can't remember her name right now for some reason. But yeah, those are really cool posters. It gives you a little more information before going into Endgame. And let me know if you saw the posters, if you like the posters. Also, while we're talking about posters, Star Wars, I can't say wars. Star Wars Episode 9 poster leaked. Mark Hamill says he doesn't believe it's a real poster. He believes it's a fake. But the poster shows like 2 to 3 new characters. But it also doesn't show Rose from Episode 8, Last Jedi. It shows Poe Dameron in some new outfit. It shows, I forgot his name. It shows Rey in a new outfit. It shows Lando on there, which is really cool. It shows the Knights of Ren on there, which is also cool. It looks like they might be doing some of that storyline. It shows, I forgot the black character. How can I forget the black character? Oh, I feel so bad. What is his name? I'm just blanking on his name all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. Well, it shows him in a new outfit too. Why am I blanking on his name? It shows him in a new outfit. The poster looks pretty cool. Rey's lightsaber looks a little white. It's not blue. So people are saying that she might be there's supposed to be a Jedi in between, a gray Jedi. She's supposed to be a gray Jedi. I believe it's in the comic books. Finn, there we go. I know I forget to remember his name. It shows Finn in a different outfit. I feel, why could I remember Finn? But they say that I'm blanking right now. I totally threw myself off. I mean, it shows Knights of Ren and the Grey Jedi. So they say the Grey Jedi are in between the regular Jedi and the Sith, but also they have a white lightsaber. But I believe it's a cartoon, one of the cartoons, they showed Ahsoka wields 2 white lightsabers. But there's also a black lightsaber that crackles that looks really cool. I believe I've seen it in one of the animated Star Wars cartoons. It looks really cool. So there's a chance we might get a black lightsaber in Star Wars, which I think would be really awesome if they did that. Yeah, that would be really awesome. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that few leaks of that, and they leaked a lineup of kind of character designs, and they showed R2, no, not R2, CP3O holding Chewbacca's, I want to say, bow. It wasn't a bow. His bow and arrow laser gun. I know it has a name, and I know you guys are gonna hate me for not getting the name right, but I'm blanking on what it's called actually. But he was holding that. They showed Chewbacca, they showed Lando, and they showed Rey again, and they showed these 2 new characters. I don't remember what their name is, but I guess one is has like a bow and arrow. But the other one has like this weird looking suit. And I don't even know who's playing these 2 characters. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is terrible. But yeah, they showed that. So that's interesting. Let me know if you've seen the poster. Do you think it's a leak? Do you not think it's a leak? Hit me up on Twitter at BlackGeekCool. Hit me up on Gmail, BlackGeekCoolPodcast at Gmail. Or, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, hit me up in the comments. In other big screen news, Tom and Jerry movie are trying to get Peter Dinklage to play the villain for the movie. Tom and Jerry movie is supposed to be a live action hybrid CGI thing, just like that Sonic movie, which I don't even, we talked about that Sonic movie. But they're looking to get Peter Dinklage to play the bad guy. And I think he did a bad guy in a live action animated movie in Underdog, I believe. I believe he was in that as the bad guy. If I don't know if it's true, but I think he was. So they're trying to get him. In other news, there was some set videos from Morbius, the Living Vampire. You've seen, what's his name that plays Morbius? Just blink. Jared Leto. You've seen him, they kind of wire acting him, looking like he can fly. Then you've seen something about him on the street, and then they do that thing where a car drives by and he disappears into the crowd and you don't see where he went. It looks interesting. I'm still not sold on. I don't really think this movie should be made. I'm just be honest with you. And if it should be made, I don't think Jared Leto should be the star of it. I don't know. I think he's just, after that Joker performance, I think we need a little more time off from him for him to get a big role necessarily, because the Joker performance is still stuck in many people's brain as weird and odd. But some people really liked it, so I can't doubt that. But they also showed a couple of people walking on the street, so they're still shooting the movie, trying to get you excited about it. I'm not too excited about it because there's no Spider-Man, so what are we doing here? But yeah, there's that. Let me know if you saw that. What do you think about that? Did you like it? And this is very exciting news, at least for He-Man fans. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe are going to start shooting late this summer. So this movie has been trying to get off the ground for a while. They've been trying to reboot He-Man since the 80s, since that last movie with Dolph Lundgren. When he played He-Man, they're trying to reboot it, and it's finally got the green light. It's finally starting to start shooting. I'm really excited. I forgot about who was going to be playing He-Man. I know I've seen it somewhere, but I'm blanking on the person's name. I guess they're not that well known. They're still an up-and-comer, I believe. But I'm very excited for them to start shooting this, and we getting to see what it looks like. I'm excited. I know it's going to be a while before we get the trailer, but let me know. Let me know if you're excited for a He-Man movie. I think really right now, He-Man movie in this time frame, with the technology we have, the CGI abilities, all that good stuff, I think it will be really good. Number one thing I want to see from the He-Man movie is him actually transform from Adam to He-Man. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. I also want to see Battle Cat transform, and I want him to ride Battle Cat. So there's a couple things I want to see in this He-Man movie. I want to see him transform. I want to see Battle Cat transform. I want there to be a Battle Cat, and I want him riding Battle Cat. All these things needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, you failed as He-Man movie makers. Hollywood, you failed me again. But those are my list of what I want to see. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see Man at Arms? Do you want to, does Skeletor have to look good in this? Does he have to actually fight Skeletor? Or like with the other one when Skeletor seemed old and just decrepit? I want a fight scene between him and Skeletor. And I don't want them to come on Earth. Don't come to Earth. Do this in their land. Don't come to Earth. God, no. That's a terrible idea. I know you might, if you don't have a budget to do it on their planet, don't do it. Sorry. But in other news, Angelina Jolie is in talks to be in the Eternals. Yes, she's talking with Marvel to be in the Eternals movie. She's finally getting on into the MCU. Another good get for Marvel. She might be playing one of the Eternals. I think the Eternals name, I don't know the Eternals that well. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Cersei, I think, is the one she will be playing. I have to do my research on the Eternals. Apparently, they have all the same kind of powers. Some of them just do those powers a little better, and some other minor stuff, but they're godlike beings, so that's a great next step for Marvel, because it's coming in Phase 4 Marvel. But yeah, let me know if you're excited about this. Angelina Jolie is a good actress, I should say. So I'm on board with that. And she's good with CGI. She does very well with CGI. Look at the movie she played the witch in. It looked beautiful. She looked beautiful in it. So I'm pretty sure she could pull this off. In other news, we got our first poster for the Addams Family animated movie. And apparently they have a star-studded cast like Isaac, I forget his name. Is it Isaac? He's in Star Wars. Arthur Isaac. I can't pronounce his name right for some reason. I can't visualize right now. He's in it. There's somebody else in it. I'm gonna have to look it up. While I look it up, the the design of the Addams Family look a little weird to me. I think I'm just used to skinny Gomez, not such a big Gomez. I'm not really used to that. Charlize Theron's in it. Finn Wolfhard, Oscar Isaacs, that's what I was trying to pronounce. Nick Kroll's in it. Bette Midler. Bette Midler's in this? Bette Midler's gonna be the grandma. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Let me know what you think about the design. I'm not too keen on their design. I don't like Uncle Fester's design at all. Grinch design looks okay. The kid design, Wednesday's head is just massive. That's just weird. Morticia's design is fine. I'm fine with her design, and I don't like Grandma's design either. I barely don't like any of the designs of this thing. But let me know what you guys think. What do you like? Do you like the design? Are you excited for the movie? Do you like that they did it animated instead of a live action? I mean, this could be a new introduction to a new generation to the Addams Family if they didn't know about them. They're very popular characters. They got 2 live action shows, 2 live action movies, and I think they got a direct to DVD movie or like TV movie, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. In other news, Mark Hamill is going to be voicing Chucky in the Chucky remake. So he said it on, I believe it was like Twitter or maybe Instagram, that he's going to be voicing Chucky. So that is super interesting. That gives me a reason to go see this movie. I'm not going to lie, I'm very terrified of Chucky. I saw it when I was young. I saw Child's Play's first one when I was really young. Terrified me. I had one of those little dolls. I believe I talked about this when I checked out the Chucky trailer. I had one of those dolls, terrified me, got rid of that doll, put it in the back of the closet. Mom was like, "Where's that doll? I spent a lot of money on that doll. You better play with that doll." I was like, "F that doll. I'm not touching that doll." So I have a weird history with Chucky, but since Mark Hamill, and I'm probably going to go check it out at least. I know he's supposed to be more cybernetic than doll in this one. He's like it looks like the premise is a evil robot come alive thing instead of just being a man put into a doll's body trying to become human again, which was a very good concept, but they're changing the concept. But Mark Hamill's gonna voice Chucky. Speaking of toys, I saw Toy Story 4 trailer. I was supposed to do a live reaction to it, but I forgot, or I didn't get around to it. Saw the trailer. I like that they're focusing more on Bo Peep, because she wasn't in the third one. They're also focused on toys' responsibility to their owners, it feels like, and what are toys really here for. And then they're also focused on what is a toy with Spoonie and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. It seems a lot less dark than the third one was. The third was really dark. But it's interesting. It's Toy Story, so I'm gonna go see it. I have a history with it. We're going to check and see if they are just running this franchise into the ground or if they brought new life into it. Sorry, gotta go back to my notes. And the last thing is Joker was seen on the set of the Birds of Prey movie. So technically you didn't see his face, but you saw what looks like one of his outfits, and he's supposed to be apparently throwing Harley Quinn out of the apartment because she tosses something down. She's down below trying to catch it. He tosses it from a window. So apparently this Joker is going to be in the Birds of Prey movie, which still makes no sense that they're even making this movie, but they seem to still be making it. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for this movie. I know we have a lot of Harley Quinn fans out there, and Margot Robbie's new take on Harley Quinn is very popular, but it feels like this movie's been just having problems and just thrown together from the beginning. It's just not. Maybe it's gonna look better on screen, but these pictures don't look great. The villain, the Black Mask is a good villain, but Jude Law is playing him, I believe, and he just looks weird in it. Visually it doesn't look good right now. Hopefully they bring it all together on the movie screen, but only time will tell. One more news about the Suicide Squad. Jai Courtney says he's supposed to be coming back as Mr. Boomerang, even though it's supposed to be kind of a reboot / retelling, or I don't even know what's going on with the Suicide Squad now, because it's the Suicide Squad. It's not Suicide Squad 2, it's the Suicide Squad. So he said it, not DC. DC didn't say it. Jai Courtney said he was coming back. So maybe they just haven't told him he's not coming back. We'll have to see in time. But that's everything for big screen news. Let me know in the comments, or on Facebook, or on Twitter, or on Gmail. Email me, that is. If I missed something that you would like to talk about, or if you want my opinions on something else, some other news that happened throughout this week, let me know. I'm one person. I miss some things sometimes. But yeah, and that's the end of big screen news. I got lost. I also want to shout outs to people that have supported the channel or supported the podcast. I want to talk to my brother who gave me some feedback on my podcast. Thanks, Maurice. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you listening to the podcast. And go ahead, keep sharing that podcast so it can grow as much as possible. Also want to give a shout out to The Truth. I believe that's his name. We had a little discussion on my Shazam review. I got some names wrong, which you guys know I do very often. I'm terrible with names. And he pointed it out. Then he was like, "Did you see the movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, I saw the movie. I just am terrible with names," which started out kind of mean. We had a decent discussion, and it shows that you can still, people are still somewhat nice once you start talking to them, and you guys found a middle ground. So we talked about Shazam movie, the thoughts that we thought about Shazam in our comments back and forth, and we talked a little about Endgame. He told me he's not going to be able to stay in there for 3 hours. He's going to have to take some bathroom breaks. Or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. The name is The Truth. Could be a female or a male. I don't want to judge either one. But I want to say thanks for watching the channel, and thanks for your comments and feedback. I appreciate that. So that's the podcast, guys. As always, you can check me out at Black Geek Cool on YouTube. You can check me out, Black Geek Cool Podcast, on Anchor, Spotify, and other places podcasts can be found. If you go to the Anchor web address, not the app, you can support me by throwing in $1 on the Anchor app if you would like to. That's one way to support me. Or you also can support me by just sharing the podcast or sharing my channel out there in the world on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those platforms, so I can get more people checking out my stuff and helping the channel grow. As always, guys, appreciate all the support. Appreciate you listening to me ramble and mess up on names here and there. And next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. All right.